Okay, so we're live on Twitch as well as YouTube Gaming. Hello everyone, thank you for joining us for today's stream. This is GM GreyWolf, and joining me today are GM Qua, GM Celestine, and we have a special guest, the moderator Zzxq. And our focus today is kind of going to be around competitive. So we'll be playing some search and destroy matches, and people who join us will receive participation prizes, and people who are in the chat on Twitch and YouTube Gaming, they will be receiving some codes. So, and if you guys have any questions regarding competitive, you guys can ask that, and we'll try to answer them also to the best of our abilities. So right now we have a room set up. We're just waiting for it to kind of fill up, and yeah, we'll go on from there.
Wow, whose keyboard is that?
It's mine.
Yeah.
That's super loud.
Don't worry, he's not angry. He's already explained that.
It's the type of switches that are on my keys. I have one with a full mechanical keyboard, so it's really loud.
Ah, yes, so does Juicebox.
They're
Yeah.
so loud, but they're so nice.
Yeah.
I bet it's satisfying, especially when you're writing something angry.
It is, like, if you're typing a paper or something, it's just, oh, it's fun. You get really into it, and then you're like, why are you so angry? Like, I don't know, it's just for people. It's good.
Alright, the chat on Twitch is already exploding. They were asking if GM Qua is on Twitch chat, but she's today on YouTube mainly. But she can still see the Twitch stream.
Yep.
And we had a few player asking for good luck on the black market. So for everybody who spins crates today, my personal good luck.
Yes, good luck from GM GreyWolf also.
Good not luck. I mean good luck.
Oh.
I wish them all better luck than I had on Christmas crates.
Yeah.
Nothing matters except for the Halloween weapons.
Those are some of the good ones. Yeah, but
I'm
hopefully
using.
get some good ones.
Yeah, I'm using the Halloween KSG right now.
I like you.
Yeah. Oh, somebody picked it up.
I did.
Yeah, I just saw you pick it up.
Well, I like this.
Yeah, I like the graphics on it too.
Yeah, it's got like animation. It's
Yeah.
cool. I got a clutch with it.
Yeah.
Can I go cuddle your dog?
I feel love him kicks Zzxq. No. You don't want to kick me.
If you guys have questions on the Twitch or on the YouTube stream, just ask them in the chat. You don't have to ask, oh, can I ask a question? That's already a question. You only have one.
I really like the sound of this gun, the VHS. I like the sound when it shoots.
You play with sound?
Yeah. We have sound here at the studio.
I do not like playing with sound. If I'm listening to anything when I'm playing, Mostly anything. I will be listening to music or just nothing.
Yeah. Well, I'm dead pretty early.
Well, if you die so early, how are people gonna see the guns?
Yeah. I'll just stick back. I won't go after the objective just so people can, have a look at the guns.
Oh, somebody is asking on Twitch stream, which ducky keyboard does Kaya have?
Hmm.
Oh, they know what brand of keyboard I have. That's cool. But I have a Ducky with blue switches right now. It's also backlit in blue. And I just got sniped. It's disappointing. What is this? I died before GreyWolf.
Oh no. This can't make sense.
You have to win the round for us now.
Yeah. No, it doesn't look like it.
Well, you tried.
Yeah.
You got one.
Got one. Okay, so today we're gonna, I guess, talk more about the competitive side of Crossfire. So we're gonna ask you, I guess, questions that somebody who's completely new to competitive would have. So if somebody wants to play Crossfire competitively, where would they go for the most information?
Your best source of information would probably be the Crossfire competitive forum. Pretty much any and every event that is going on is going to be talked about on there in some way or another.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also the best place to find a team. They've got a looking for a team section on there, so you can go there too and sort of scout out some of the teams that are looking for players to come and join them.
Mm-hmm. And which ones are sort of the leagues that are in the competitive right now?
Right now we've got two main leagues, which is going to be ESL and ESG. Both of them do tournaments every month. ESL is actually every single weekend.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to have an event running on the weekends every weekend, and then they do a big monthly tournament as well. And then ESG runs a monthly cycle in a league format. So both of those events are great, and they both have a cash prize as well. So definitely some good incentives to come out and play some Crossfire.
Yeah.
GreyWolf, on what channel, server, room, whatever are you guys right now?
We are in NA1, channel 8. And the room is called GM Livestream.
Well, I'm guessing the room is completely full.
Yeah, but by this time it would be full. Well, that's that. Okay, and in terms of competitive, there are like very specific rules and guidelines players must follow, right? For example, what are the rules regarding weapons? Which weapons are allowed?
In terms of weapons for competitive, right now, pretty much any gun that can be purchased with GP is going to be allowed in the competitive scene. There's a few exceptions, like the Starlight is one of the ones we don't allow. The M12S is another one that's not allowed. But in general, most of the standard GP guns are going to be allowed to be used. So the M4, the AK, the normal AWM, all those guns are going to be pretty common in competitive play.
Okay. The ones that are not allowed, are there particular reasons why they aren't?
Usually, it's any gun that's considered to be overpowering to the competitive feel in some way. So the Starlight and M12S were taken out for accuracy and rate of fire were significantly greater than a lot of the other guns that we allow in competitive play. So we want to make it sort of an even playing field for everyone involved.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Ooh, got a headshot. Oh, see one down the stairs? And you took care of him.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so somebody who's completely new. So they go on the forums, they check out the relevant information. Is there any restrictions in terms of what level they have to be?
No, there's really no restrictions in terms of what level you'd have to be.
But I see that, everyone has in competitive, they have the Desert Eagle as a secondary, right? And I guess for that you have to have
There's
that.
a
Yeah.
few rank restrictions for guns, but the Desert Eagle isn't necessarily required to be competitive, but it is probably the most common secondary used by competitive players just because it's the strongest one that's around right now.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. Okay, and in terms of the teams that participate in competitive, for somebody who's starting out in the beginning who doesn't know about the teams, how would they know which teams there are, which teams are accepting new applicants, and information like that?
Well, in terms of looking for a team that you want to apply to, the Looking for Team thread is the best place to go just because any team that's actively recruiting is going to post there saying they need players that meet these specific requirements, and then if you feel like you're qualified for that, you can talk with those teams over the forum and get a feel for what team would be the right fit for you. If you want to find out just what teams are competitive, what teams are currently at the top, honestly, the best thing to do right now is to tune in. Actually, tomorrow we've got the CrossFire Stars stream, and that's going to show off some of the best teams in the game right now. So if you're just looking to see some good competition, who the best of the best are right now, that's usually the best way to do it. Is just tune in and watch some streams and see who really is the top right now.
Okay. For the next match, we will have to. You can start a new room, and then I can join you in that. Because we do give out participation prizes in these streams, so we would like to have new players joining us.
Alright, sounds good. You make a new one.
Yep. So which are the maps basically the most preferred in competitive play?
Right now, for competitive play, there's 5 maps that we cycle through. Those maps are going to be Port, Black Widow, Subbase, Ankara, and Mexico.
Okay.
And those are the main competitive maps for competitive play.
Okay. And are there teams that I guess prefer certain maps over the others?
A lot of teams will develop preferences for maps that they're more comfortable playing on just because they've had better experiences as a team on a certain map, or they do better on a certain map. So
Yeah.
teams definitely do have favorite maps when it comes to the competitive maps, but
Yeah.
all in all, you will have to play pretty much every competitive map at some point if you are going to come out and compete.
And what's interesting is, for example, I've noticed a lot of the players aren't familiar with the lingo used in competitive play. So where can someone go if they don't understand the terms that are being used while there's maybe a broadcast going on, or if they're watching somebody play and they're using terms that are, specific to competitive?
Honestly, right now, I'd say just finding another competitive player who's already in the scene and talking with them is going to be the best way to learn the different types of communication that are in competitive play, because there is a lot of differences in what they communicate in terms of the map. So in competitive, every location within the map kind of has like a smaller name. So most teams will come up with specific spots that are played often. They'll give them their own name, and then each team will sort of have their own take on those specific spots. So there's not necessarily set calls that every team uses, but there are similarities across the board. And if you spend enough time in the competitive community, you will learn those fairly easily and pick up on those.
Yeah, I've noticed, for example, the spots and maps. Those are the same. Oh, you were in the other team. I didn't notice that. The maps in the competitive, like, different areas have different names, right? And that's definitely for better communication. I believe we have a forum post for that. That definitely helps people with that. That has like a nice graphical layout and shows you which areas are, which areas have which names.
And that does show a nice outline of just some of the basic areas. And the thing that players run into that's kind of a barrier, though, is there is a certain point where the calls will get, if you get to a certain point in competitive, that they'll get even more specific than what's laid out on those. But if you can learn just those to start off, you'll definitely be ahead of the game for sure.
Yeah.
Wow. Xbox just said that I'm 9 years old and a cat.
That is not true. We do not have
See?
cats working in the office. Oh, God.
I mean, honestly, I want to be a cat. I want to sleep in every morning.
So once someone has signed up with a team to play competitive, I guess it's completely, their responsibility to keep up with, the times, the rules, and everything regarding the tournaments.
Oh, definitely, yeah. In terms of scheduling,
Yeah.
players definitely need to keep their eyes out and get used to the scheduling. But the good thing about it is most event hosts are pretty consistent in their schedules, so they're not going to just randomly change things on you without letting you know. So that is the good thing about most of our events that we run, that they're just going to be nice and crisp. There's not going to be any weird scheduling.
Yeah.
Pretty much when everything will happen right from the start. So.
And what happens in cases, for example, there is miscommunication or somebody doesn't show up for specific matches?
Usually, if an entire team doesn't show up, they'll just remove them from that round, usually. But if it's just a singular player, usually teams will have substitutes that they can bring in for that match.
And how many substitutes can one team have?
In most leagues right now, the number is either 2 or 3, usually 2. So 7 players on a roster, with 5 being basically your main players who will play the majority of the matches. And then you have those 2 players in case somebody isn't able to make it to a match.
Okay.
I have somebody asking in the Twitch stream about the clan page. As we already told you guys in the last stream, the web team is working really hard on our web page, and the clan page will be not up so soon, but the team is working very hard to get it up this year.
Oh wow, somebody completely flanked our team from behind. I believe it was Omen. Okay, so that was our second match that just finished. You can create a new room and we can play on a different map even if you like.
Wishing a little luck for LMASA 32. Good luck, spin crates.
I actually had a weird moment with something like that where one of the Twitch streamers we have, Jordams, he was playing and I just wished him luck while on a live stream, and he actually spun crates and got a permanent.
Right, you're the lucky bunny here.
It was really random but interesting.
Streaming does give you a lot of luck though with opening crates. I actually won my M4 Phoenix and 8 crates on my live stream, so
Oh really?
it's definitely good luck.
Wow, there we go. So everybody stream and then you can win? Nah, we cannot guarantee that.
Yeah, no.
Are you guys hearing me okay?
Yeah,
Because
we can find you.
Yeah.
Hear you fine.
in stream it's like, speak up, speak up. I don't know.
Oh. I think I just got killed by Kamu.
Yep. Me and him actually used to be teammates on a competitive team together.
Yeah, I think I saw him on a commentary with you on a Twitch stream.
He's actually my co-caster for CrossFire Stars.
Yeah, there you go.
So yeah, you guys should definitely check out his channel though. I know he streams
Mhm.
quite a bit.
Is it on Twitch mostly?
Yep, he streams almost every day. We play Crossfire pubs.
Oh, cool. And I believe you stream sometimes too, on Twitch.
Yep, I definitely stream on Twitch as much as I can usually.
On your
For
channel.
Crossfire, I do 3 to 5 times a week on my channel.
Okay, I just had multiple people asking if they play with you guys, if they get prizes. I'm just confirming everybody who makes it in your rooms and you play to the end, we will give out participation prizes.
Yep. Oh, I didn't even get a kill yet. That's not good. Wow. So it looks like you have some people in the stream that recognize you.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been around a while. I
Yeah.
don't compete any longer though. I've
Yeah.
done a lot more casting now, but still compete here every once in a while.
Mhm. Wow.
Somebody's asking on Twitch, where is GM Odeep? Odeep is very busy today, but I don't know, maybe he joins you guys later?
Keep trying to find you, Bill, but you're always dead.
Yeah, I die pretty early. You won't really find me later in the game.
I want to get a knife kill.
Yeah. Take a screenshot and then put it up as a trophy. Oh, I actually got a grenade kill, surprisingly.
Lots of people on Twitch are missing GM
Oh.
but GM Qua is today in the YouTube chat, but she can talk if she wants.
Yeah.
Hi, Twitch people.
Oh, I hear a cat!
It's my cat. I'm sorry.
Okay,
so
okay,
cute.
okay. We need to stop with the gameplay now. We need you to turn on your camera. You should sit there and watch your cat. Okay, we're gonna do that, right?
No. You probably sit there and talk to you. It's a very loud cat.
One of my cats is super loud. Every time you touch her, you'd swear someone was trying to kill her.
Wow. So in competitive gameplay, VIP weapons aren't allowed at all, right?
Correct.
Okay, so only GP, not even ZP weapons,
Correct. No ZP weapons are allowed right now.
like the ones that you win from ZP crates, for example. Yeah, not allowed. Wow. So usually when a team is formed for competitive, how long do these teams, you know, have the same members, or do the members always change?
It honestly depends on the team. I feel like the easiest way to keep a team together, though,
Yeah.
is to just play with people you get along with well.
Yeah.
A lot of top teams will try to play with people just because they think they're good, not necessarily because they get along, and those are the teams that usually don't last too long. But if you have a group of friends, you all like to play the game, you want to get into competitive, that's the best way to do it. That's actually how I started out.
Yeah.
I used to just watch games, and I had my own pub clan at the time, and then I just took some of my pub clan teammates and we just started playing competitive events, and then from there we just kept learning more and more about competitive until we finally got good enough to keep up with some of the best teams.
Cool. Yeah, that's a really good tip. Somebody starting off, in competitive would think that, you gotta start with the most skilled players. But yeah, you definitely need to have no communication barriers, and you need to, like, get along with the team members to have an effective team.
And another thing that people, when you're first starting out, you got to realize, like, don't be discouraged if you lose, because I mean the teams that have been competing, some of them they've been together for like 2 or 3 years. So even if you're losing at first, just study what those top teams are doing and use those things to make your team a little bit better instead of just giving up if you lose a few games. Because I mean, in the end, the best way to improve is to just watch the people who are already the best at it.
Yeah.
Looks like OD popping in.
Yeah, he's joining us too, I believe. He likes search and destroy. He's okay with it. We had a different stream where we had I believe it was last week where we tried ghost mode, and he didn't really like that mode as much.
Alright, go ahead and make a new one then.
Yes. Do you have GMO Deep in your friend list by any chance?
Don't believe so. Yeah, here real quick. I'll leave the room. Alright, and hopefully he adds me. So I'm going to make the room.
Okay, yeah. When you make the room, you can just send an invitation after to GMO Deep and me.
Oh, just really quick. Someone in the YouTube chat wanted to know if there was any gun show-offs today. New weapons.
Well, I think we already showed up the newest weapon last week, but I think didn't you have the RPK SSSR?
I did.
First round, yeah.
I did have it equipped before, not in.
So we actually already showed that one.
Yeah, not in this game. I don't have it equipped, but last week I had that.
Oh no, my game crashed, I think.
Oh, did it?
They kicked me to the lobby. I don't know if the room crashed or if it was just me.
No.
I hit start.
The room seems to be fine. It started. Are you able to join again, or?
Might already be full. Yeah, it's already full.
I have a few people in the Twitch chat, or one person said that he has very bad luck with the alphabet codes for the dog tags. So good luck for everybody with the daily mission, that you get the dog tag you actually want, that you actually need to complete your mission.
Yeah.
With mission, I mean the event.
Yeah. So. Oh wow! You also set the rounds to 9, I believe.
Oh, I did, yeah.
Okay. Well, we can use this time to ask you more questions regarding competitive. So, in terms of competitive, what have you discovered have been things that have been added to competitive that have been effective in the past, and what hasn't worked? What has and what hasn't worked for competitive?
Well, what hasn't worked was allowing too much stuff to be used. There was one point in time where we tried to allow not everything, but a lot more items than we had in the past, and it hadn't really been a huge success, just because the people who had, like, any event we ran with ZP guns, the people who had those always had a clear advantage.
Yeah.
Which is something we try to do avoid if competitive, is giving people an advantage, just because, some people like to spend money on the game, that's great. Some people don't, just because they can afford it or they don't want to, that's fine too. We want them all to have an equal chance, though. in the competitive scene if they want to come out and play. So we usually try to limit those. But at the same time, some of the things that have worked that we're kind of looking into actually for a lot of our professional leagues in the future is armor is actually something we're considering adding in, because internationally all competitive matches use armor. So we're actually pretty interested in possibly bringing armor into competitive. Right now it's kind of split. A lot of the leagues don't have armor just because it is, in our version, I believe it's a Zzxq item.
Yeah.
So it is something that's kind of still in debate, just because we still want it to be fair play for people who can't necessarily get armor. But we're trying to come up with ways to allow it in there, because in the international competitive scene it's very highly used.
And what are some of the things, I guess you can say, would be beneficial if added to the competitive?
Something I would like to see, I don't know if our version's willing to get it, is I know Brazil has a matchmaking system of some sort. I think something like that would be pretty awesome for our version to get on board as well.
Wow.
Somebody is asking if you can use Uzi and M9 in competitive.
The Uzi is one of those guns where it's usually allowed in most. It's just not something that's commonly used. Same with the M9. The M9's allowed in most leagues. It's just not something that people use, especially going in, because like if you look at the stats for most of the pistols that are GP, the M9's probably the weakest. So I mean, you can definitely use the M9. It's just not going to get you very far, because it's not a heavy impact pistol like the Desert Eagle or the Admon would be.
So if you want to use it, you can use it. It's just not recommended, pretty much, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I just got an update. We just put our new website live. Because of that, the redeem link is not working currently. There will be a new one. Just go to the CrossFire and you can see the new website. I can see it. Jim Quash just shaking her head. She can't. Well, maybe it's just me.
I think you said it's good.
Okay, my team's doing pretty well. It's 6-0, so.
So the background story about the website. The teams are working on the website for weeks now, And there's no clan page yet, but you will see clan ranking and you will see player ranking. If you cannot see the website, or if you are using old links and they're not working, just clear the cache.
So Mod Zzxq, what was basically your personal experience like when you started off in competitive?
I'd say the first month was probably the hardest part, just because I took a group that had never played competitive either, so we were all coming in to something that was completely brand new. So the beginning is the most intimidating part for sure, just because the first month is very hard to win matches because you're just not used to playing against this kind of format. You're not used to playing teams of this caliber. And so it was actually kind of intimidating because one of the first matches I ever played was against one of the top teams at the time, and it made us want to quit almost. But then
Wow.
we realized, once we started studying, instead of, just giving up, we didn't do very well. We would study the teams that beat us really badly and see what they were doing and started incorporating those things into our play style. And eventually we got to the point where playing those teams wasn't so difficult anymore. And that's usually the best way to adapt, is learn what works for other teams and then try those things in your team to see what's going to work for you guys to counter what they're doing.
So it was a lot of trial and error.
There's definitely a lot of trial and error. That's why I recommend playing with friends, just because through that time where you're testing things out, it's a lot easier and a lot more comfortable to do it with people you already get along with and can work those things out with.
Now again, okay, so this map just finished. This match finished. Yeah, now you can create another room. You can make one in UK. Was this one in UK? No. Yeah, you can make one, a few in UK, I guess, the next ones, and we can join you there.
So in Twitch, lots of people like the new website. They say good job. They even say you guys should get a raise. Just that everybody knows I'm turning around to one part of the web team saying thank you.
I do like that new esports tab.
Yeah.
Have the new room ready.
Did you send an invitation?
Yeah, for some reason it's not going through for you. This player cannot receive invitations right now.
Oh.
Try again. There it goes.
Yeah, there you go. Now I got. I think I was in the room. That's why. Okay. So I guess for somebody starting off in the beginning, like you mentioned, they can play with their friends to kind of understand it better. But what if it's, for example, two players, but they're friends, but they're not sure about the competitive, for example, the competitive lingo, like how things work. I mean, they could play together, but it would definitely take them longer, kind of, to understand everything. Are there chances for players to kind of play with individuals who already play in competitive and learn from them?
Definitely, and the best way to do that is just looking for team the thread, just because most of those teams are usually only looking for 1 or 2 players to add on. It's usually a group that's just not quite big enough to compete, so it's usually a group of 3 or 4 people who are just looking to complete their team, and those are usually the best teams you start at if you're just going in alone, or just maybe you and a friend want to get into it. You don't necessarily have a team or want to build a team.
Yeah.
Best way to do that is just on the looking for team thread. Try and communicate with a team that also has, maybe 2 or 3 players, and see if you guys mesh well together.
Now, in terms of making a team, is that recommended for somebody who has experience in competitive, or you can just start off by making a team? What would you recommend?
I mean, I hate to be the one who says you shouldn't make a team, but at the same time, that's how I did it. So
Yeah.
It can go either way. I can tell you it's definitely harder
Yeah.
if you start your own team, just because you don't have anyone informing you of what's already common in the competitive scene. You have to learn those things on your own, so it is an extra step. But at the same time, you'll learn a lot more from it, just because if you have to go immerse yourself in it and teach yourself, in the end, you'll be a lot better for it. So it's definitely a good experience to make your own team. If you do have a group of 5 who's already interested, I wouldn't just leave that group and go and try and find a team. If you have 5 people who want to go competitive, I would stick with that group of 5, because you're going to be better off in the long run, especially if you guys already get along really well. Because team chemistry does play a huge factor into your success as a team, just because if you get along, you're better likely to have good communication, which is a huge factor in competitive.
Wow. Now, the main weapons that I see being used in competitive, the M4 and the AK, what are your thoughts on them in terms of, I guess, which ones you see the players using the most and their preferences?
Pretty much the standard right now is AK, M4, and AWM are going to be the most 3 commonly used guns in the game. Most teams, they'll usually have 3 or 4 people with rifles, so either an AK or an M4, and then they'll usually have 1 or 2 snipers who use the AWM. That's going to be a pretty basic team form. And occasionally, you'll see guns like, I know there's a few teams that use the AEG, it's pretty common.
Okay.
People like to bring out the AUG. And then you'll also have people bring out some of the other guns like the SG-55 will be used sometimes. I used to use it on occasion. There's some of those other GP guns that could be sort of nice filler guns that aren't expected, like the TAR is a good one as well. It's a good gun to use in competitive on occasion.
Oh, got me. Yeah. That's another question I had. Okay, right after you kill him. Okay. Competitive teams, other than when they play in tournaments or when they have actual league matches and playoffs, what do they do to practice when matches aren't going on? Do they practice with other teams?
A lot of teams will go into North America 5, Channel 8, which used to be called Echo 8, which is basically what's been defined by competitive players as the scrim server, where you can scrimmage other teams. So if you do go into that server with your team of 5, you can usually pretty easily find another team of 5 to practice against.
Okay.
That's what a lot of teams will do. Things you can do besides that, though, is a big thing you can do is, once you have a team, go through each of the competitive maps and sort of outline what you're going to call each of the smaller spots within the map. That way you have a good base for communication within your team. And then in terms of individual practice, just working on controlling where you play and working on your aim individually can help a lot as well. If you have a good shot, definitely bringing that to the table for a team can help a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, the clutch. I got the defuse. Ooh.
Oh. Oh wow, so it's tied 2-2.
Yep. Gotta go head to head here with the town.
Yeah. Do you guys
Really
have
tough, but,
you guys have some old rivalry?
I wouldn't say rivalry.
Okay.
We've played together. We played against each other though, so it's always fun to play against the long-time competitive player, especially because Kanye had a pretty similar start to me. He came, he had his own 100-person pub clan, and then he gave it up to go be on a competitive team,
Mm-hmm.
which he made a really good transition to. I mean, he's a pretty phenomenal player now.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, even if you look at some of the best players, a lot of them started out just playing for fun, playing in a public clan. Like even some of the guys from Carbon, I knew them back in 2009. Half of them didn't even really care about competitive back then, but now they're one of the best teams in North America.
Mm-hmm. So are there any other modes other than search and destroy that competitive players, they play to get better? Or is it mainly just search and destroy?
A common thing that competitive players would do is they would play the headshot only team deathmatch to work
Mhm.
on their aim.
Okay.
That is something that they would commonly use just because it forces you to aim for the head. It does make your shot a little bit better over time.
Mm-hmm. Kamu, he hears you talking about him.
Yeah, no, he's watching.
You watching the stream live? Yeah.
He knows I'm gonna take his ace too. It's all good. Oh no, I died.
Oh.
I got one, but E4 Turtle Showdown.
Oh wow.
I believe in these guys. They're gonna clutch. Oh no. Mommy and Cupcake.
Yeah. This looks like it'll be our last match during the stream.
Alright.
But yeah, anything else that you would like to add regarding competitive? Or you can, if you wanted to let the players know about your role also in competitive. Your
Basically, I mean, if you guys are out there interested or even just have ever considered coming out and competing, I think it's worth at least giving it a try, just because, I mean, going into it, I didn't think I was going to do a whole lot with it, but here I am now, many years later, still enjoying lots of different aspects of it. I mean, there's lots of different sides to it too. You don't necessarily have to be the best player in the game. There's streaming, there's casting, and you can even make videos and just sort of teach people what you know about the game. All of those things together make competitive CrossFire, not just being the best team. So there's definitely a spot for anyone interested in it. So I encourage anyone to just come out and give it a try. But yeah, that's all I've got for you.
Yeah. Yeah, you've been doing this for a while, so that's why I wanted to get more insight from you.
Yeah, I think probably 2000. I started playing the game in 2009. About 2011, so I transitioned into being a competitive player. So.
Oh wow.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
But yeah, you guys will see me around though. I am one of the head admins for Zzxq CrossFire, so if you guys do come out and compete, you'll definitely see me around a lot. Also, do a lot of the big casting productions right now. CF Stars semifinals tomorrow, so be sure to tune in for that as well to be on this channel here.
Yeah. What time is that tomorrow?
It's going to start at 2 Eastern.
Okay.
So we'll kick things off. We've got some great matches though.
Yeah.
We'll end the day with the semifinal of the upper bracket, which is going to be pretty good. It's going to be Carbon and War Machine, two teams that a lot of people in the competitive community are really excited to see go against each other. Yep. Calvin brought that up there. Yeah, he'll be joining me as well. He'll be my co-caster, so we'll see both of us there tomorrow casting some of those matches.
He's like, don't forget me.
Yep, can't forget Kyle.
Yeah.
Also, he's really a good resource if you want to watch some of the competitive players stream. They'll teach you a lot. I mean, Camu's learned quite a bit just from playing with some of the top players in the game, so he's definitely a good resource to go watch. I know a couple other competitive players stream quite a bit as well. Exotech streams quite a bit. He's another good player to watch.
Oh wow. I see you're using the sniper.
Yeah, tried to get more than one, but at least I got Camu. That's all I need.
Yeah, no, I saw I saw Kamu die right in front of me, and I was like, nope. Completely went the other way.
Still have to get my knife kill. I only got 4 rounds left to do it.
Yeah. I saw in one of the matches you were just hopping towards me. I was confused. I was like, why is this happening? And I just started shooting. Then I realized you were trying to just knife me.
Yep. Gotta find me. Gotta get this knife kill.
Yeah.
And then I want all of the forums know.
In terms of melee weapons, which one are is it the knife that's just mostly used in competitive?
Right now, the knife and then the combat axe are too loud. So most people use the knife, but some people will use the combat axe for knife rounds.
Hmm. But like, for example, in a normal match, like it's very very rare that somebody would actually get to use their melee weapon, right?
Correct. I mean, the situations where you would actually use your melee weapon on someone are pretty low, just because, I mean, if you've already exhausted your entire clip on your M4
That's
and your
your
secondary, then
wow. Yeah, that's your
you should
primary and secondary.
yeah, you should be dead by then if
Yeah.
you miss all of those shots. Like, someone should be dead by then. If not,
Yeah.
you're doing something wrong.
Yeah. Oh.
Dang it! I told him to knife you.
I had a few people in the Twitch stream asking about the website. So the redeem code page should work for most of you. I know some of you had issues with it. Just try another browser, clear your cache, cookies, and so far. And another person was asking me about the ribbon page. No, it's not back yet. We are still working on it. It's a lot of work.
It's the battle of the snipers.
Well, I got counter again. That's all I need.
I know, that's like the first thing I see as soon as the round starts. Just like last round.
Go for him. I'm gonna have to find you with my knife.
Yeah.
No, I got killed. I was
Oh,
trying to get behind you guys. Someone caught me though.
you're trying to check those things off your list one by one. Got Kamu with the sniper. Check. Wow.
Oh, someone got a knife too. Combat X.
Yeah.
Rose. AK knife dragon. I did not know there was an AK knife dragon.
Yeah, I don't
Oh,
know.
the red dragon.
Okay, I didn't know what that meant either. Well, that flash didn't work.
Where you at? Red knife. No. Died. It's okay, my team's gonna win this round, I believe.
Who is this? Oh, somebody was focusing with their sniper and didn't notice me at all coming by. Yeah.
He won with 1 HP.
Yeah.
Keeping the dream alive. It's a comeback. Gotta snipe count and mitigate that.
Yeah, I don't know why he...
Oh, that was almost you.
Yeah, I don't...
Oh.
Oh, somebody got you. Cupcake got you.
I missed the shot on you and then Cupcake got me, no.
Oh. Whoa. This person was just hiding here.
team's gonna win.
Yeah, looks good so far. Nope.
Gotta believe.
I'm more of a distraction for my team, so I kinda more of a decoy, so I let them go after the objective.
Oh no, we might lose.
We got one guy left, it's 1-on-1.
And for flower power, this guy's got it.
Come on, Cheek Online. CHICH Online GA Black. Yeah, that's a pretty cool AK. Okay. Now to defend.
This guy's good at this. He's making himself slow. Oh,
Oh,
I did it. Oh,
what?
get the defuse. Oh, he got it.
Oh, wow.
That was pretty lucky.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, he's getting you back now. It's revenge. Wow.
The team is bringing it back. 2-on-2. Ooh. Ooh.
Oh, wow.
We're coming back.
Yeah, it looks like it. Okay. Gotta try to help my team out a bit.
Otherwise, you guys might lose. Somebody got the bomb.
Wow.
What? Where's Cupcake? Cupcake. Oh, someone beat me to it. Oh, we defused before they came back.
Okay, is this it?
This is it.
This
Eight
is
to eight.
this is it.
The comeback squad. We got this.
Winner takes all.
Wow. Can't believe it's 8-8.
Yeah, they actually caught up, I mean.
It's because we're strategizing. The comeback score burst setup is too good. No, I missed.
Come on, guys.
got this. Let's go, Star King. Let's go. Yes. And Star King just flanking everything. Oh, GreyWolf for the clutch.
Oh.
Oh, he got one. He's got to come through me and Star King still though.
Yes, we do.
And Star King got this, I believe.
Come on, guys, defend the spot.
Oh, we're at the wrong bomb site. Oh no! Oh no! Run, Star King, run! We're so far away. No.
Oh, and I died.
Get him! Come on, Star King!
No, we have one
Defuse
more.
the bomb. Defuse the bomb!
We have one more guy. Come on. Middle, 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 where the bomb is.
got the ninja
Oh,
defuse.
wow. Wow. Alrighty.
What a game.
That was good.
Oh.
Okay. I think that's all the time we have today for our stream. Thank you for joining us, Mod Zzxq. And hopefully we answered. Well, people didn't have a lot of questions regarding competitive, so we kind of had to go with more beginner-like questions on our own. But yeah, is there anything else you wanted to add?
I think lots of people got kind of distracted by the new web page, but that's what happens sometimes. But you
Okay.
guys made it very exciting the last game, even if you guys lost.
Yeah, it was a good. I mean, no, I wasn't in the team. Zzxq, his team won with the ninja defuse in the hand. That was pretty cool. But yeah, looks like that's all the time we have today.
Yeah, we actually did overtime again.
Yes, we did go over time.
But that's okay, I guess.
Yeah.
We will be back next week, same time. Let's see who we will have maybe next time as guest.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for joining us today.
Yep. Thank you for joining us, guys. This is GM GreyWolf, GM Qua, GM Celestine, and Mod Zzxq signing off.